Joe Koy, it's the Yo and Joe show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo.
Are we on?
Beau Bowker on the microphone.
Welcome to the Michael Yo and Joe Koy show. I'm actually going to change the name.
Ooh.
To the, especially because my friend is here and he's the only one that showed up today. I'm going to change the name to the Joe Koy show and the friend.
And the friend?
Yeah.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, dude. Am I the friend?
You're the friend.
But-
No, don't say your name.
Why not?
I don't want to anymore. I don't want to give you that kind of love anymore, that kind of dap.
Why not?
Do they still say dap?
Give me some daps.
I don't want to give you dap.
Give me at least a couple daps.
I'll give you one dap. Yeah, I'm just going to call it Joe Koy and a friend show.
I like that. And sometimes the friend is Michael Yo.
Yeah. This is my new look, by the way. Sunglasses.
It's cool, man. It's very...
I wear my sunglasses indoors now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that I'm hiding because I'm in mourning.
Right.
I went to the Super Bowl with my son.
You did.
And of course, I have to... Well, your team won.
Thank you.
And you became a Patriots fan earlier this year.
That's not true, man.
You became a Patriots fan earlier this year.
I've been rooting for them for a long time.
How long?
Since Drew Bledsoe.
Since Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, that's a long time, man.
Yeah, that is a long time. That's when they started winning, when they got Drew Bledsoe.
No, not right away.
Yeah, right away.
I liked him when he came out of college.
What college did you go to?
Washington.
Washington what?
The regular Washington.
No, there's two.
Washington. He played for the Cougars.
Oh, okay, so Wazoo, yes.
Yeah, Wazoo, I call it.
That's what they call it.
Yeah,
you call it Washington.
All us Wazoons call it.
So Drew Bledsoe, that's when you started liking the Patriots, right when they changed their uniforms.
Well, and also, and I do like the old uniforms better. The old Revolutionary War guy hiking the football. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, but my dad's from back east, and so I've always rooted for all.
Oh yeah. Your dad is from close to Connecticut,
Maine, Lincoln, Maine.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Maine. So
it's New England, pal.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you a quick question, and
Yeah.
the obvious is, I was at the game.
Yeah.
And it was 1 yard. Belichick's not calling timeout. The clock is just clicking. It's going.
Yep.
2nd down and 1.
Yeah.
With, I think we had 1 timeout left, which means we could have had 2 more easy shots in, I think.
Yes, definitely.
He chose to throw the ball. When you have Marshawn Lynch, who averaged no negative yards in this game. I think his average was like 2.5 or 3 yards. I mean, literally, he touched the ball, I don't know how many times, but I mean, his average was like 3 yards, 2 yards, 5 yards.
Right.
17 yards. Like, this man, I think, in my heart and soul, I don't coach football. Right. I don't even know about coaching. But I do know this. I know numbers.
Right.
And I do know that 3 shots to get 1 yard, I'm going to go with Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
I also know that the last thing you want to do with the game on the line is let the ball fly. You let the ball fly, you're giving the defense an opportunity to do exactly what they did.
Right.
You don't want the ball loose. You want it in the surest hands on the field. There's only 2 people with the surest hands.
Right.
And I will have to go with receiver, the guy that catches footballs for a living.
Right.
Or the guy that runs the ball and has linemen punching him in the fucking mouth and stripping his arm off the ball as he's running.
Right.
He holds on to that fucking ball as if it's his only baby. That's who I'm giving the ball to. 1 yard, I was hugging the guy in front of me wearing a Steve Largent jersey, going, I can't believe we're about to win 2 in a row. I go, Lynch to win. We're all yelling Lynch. The Patriots are yelling Lynch. Lynch is yelling Lynch. Because Lynch don't give a fuck.
No.
And he said it before, and we've seen him do it. He don't give a fuck. He is going to stand there, and he's going to let his teammates push him the fuck in. That's all they had to do.
Yeah.
And Carroll decided to throw. Beau, I know you're a New England fan, and I want you to be biased on this.
Sure.
Okay, and I know that's exactly what you wanted, because any fanatic, which is what I am, I love the Seahawks so much. And in that situation, if it was reversed and Brady was on the 1 yard line, in my heart and in my soul, I'm like, please throw it.
Right.
Please throw it. Give us a shot. Don't run it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't fucking run it in. Whatever you do, don't, because you're going to score. You're 1 yard. You're 12 inches.
Right.
Don't. Please throw it.
Right.
And that's exactly what we did. Not only did we throw it, we threw it down the middle. It's a goal line stance. Everyone is there. There's more bodies on that goal line than throughout the whole game. The whole fucking Patriots locker room is right there in the middle.
Yep. Including Vince Wilfork, who looks like a walrus.
You have three options.
Yeah.
There was three options on that play. The fake handoff, fucking Russell to run to the right or left. The guy can run.
He can go wherever he wants.
The guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Legs fast as shit, especially with 1 yard.
Right.
You had the quarterback sneak at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have rather seen that.
Right, right.
But a fucking, what was that, a slant route?
Yeah.
To the middle?
Quick slant.
A quick slant to the middle?
Where everybody's there. Just everybody's hanging out right in the middle there.
You couldn't toss one up to the right side and have someone just fucking jet to the right and just outbeat them? At least if you're going to throw it, the chances of anyone intercepting, very low chances.
Right.
He chose to put it in the middle of the wolf pack.
Right.
And then he threw the headset down out of disgust as if he didn't think there was a chance of that ever fucking happening.
Right. Yeah.
I was in complete fucking I wasn't disappointed at how it when the interception. I was like, well, I was disappointed, but I was more like in a daze, like, did that just happen? Right.
It was crazy, man. Those last couple minutes were absolutely crazy. And as you said, me being a biased Patriots fan, and I mean, I thought it was over. Just like everybody else said. I was like, well, fuck, dude, they're gonna score. It's happening. It's going to happen. Yeah. And
it's gonna happen.
Yeah. But the craziest thing to me, and so my thought process as it was happening, when he snapped the ball and didn't even fake the run, like there was like a huge sense of relief. Like where I was like, oh my God, we've got at least one more play to stop them. Like,
you
they're
thought they were going to try. Yeah, they're going to throw it.
This is great. They're throwing it. This is great because
I could not believe my eyes.
Yeah, because I just knew just the flow of the game and the way they were just moving and coming back. It was like, well, if they give him the ball, he'll go in. And like Lynch will get into the end zone.
Wasn't he? He was in. Didn't Lynch go in?
He got in earlier. Oh, what do you mean on that play?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was uncovered. He was fairly uncovered, is what. Yeah, but I don't understand just not at least faking the run.
I don't get it.
I don't agree with what everybody's saying, which is it's the worst. Like Emmitt Smith, that's the worst call in Super Bowl history. I think that's a little harsh in reaction.
No, it's not.
Well, all right, but here's the thing.
You're not looking at the numbers. And by the way, that's Emmitt Smith talking, so I'm going to take his word over yours. This is one of the greatest running backs to say that. Yeah. And for him to recognize that you have Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
I mean, this is what this man gets paid to fucking do.
Right.
1 yard with 3 shots to get it in. Yeah. Motherfucker, I'm getting it in. Right. I'm getting it in on the first shot.
But if they complete the pass, it's the greatest call ever. Everybody says, oh my God, everybody was expecting run and they called pass and completed it. What a call. So it could go either way. I mean, it was I don't hate the call only because everybody, including us, are expecting the run. But
I understand that.
The execution sucked.
I understand that there's that fake involved. You know what I mean?
Which they should have done. The fact that they didn't do that is fucking crazy.
But the fact that this is Marshawn Lynch, we don't give a fuck. This is football. It's 1 yard, mono versus whatever. Mono. How do you say that in? How do you say what's your language again? Mexican? Oh, Spanish. I was going to say Mexican. How do you say it, Ernie? Mano y mano. Mano y mano.
It means two hands.
Does it mean two hands or two hams? Two men? Man versus man.
Yeah.
Man versus man. This is it, man.
Yep.
Motherfucker. The coaches should have just stared at each other and go, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Your defense against my offense.
Yeah.
And my man is going to run this shit in.
Yeah.
That's what it should have came down to.
Yep.
Oh, man. Anyways, that was a ton of money.
But how was the experience of being at the Super Bowl?
Oh, it was amazing. I was so happy, and it was a great game, no matter the outcome. Like, you know what I mean? It would have been fun to watch, even if it wasn't my teams. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I'd still be talking about it, even if this was a different team.
Right,
I
absolutely.
would still be saying the same thing. Like, that was a horrible fucking call.
Yeah.
And
How did your son like the game?
he liked it. My son is in a stage right now, Bo, and this is what I want to get to right now. He's 11, and he's about to turn 12 in a couple months. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's him just trying to rebel against me, but I've noticed there's a difference between my son and my relationship with him and his friends' dads and how they appreciate their dads. Like, he's got this one friend, his dad's never fucking around.
Right.
And this kid can't stop talking about his dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then every time he talks about his dad, I just, like, my heart fucking bleeds.
Right.
I'm like, yo, like I am in his friend's position. Like, when I was a kid, I was that kid.
Right. Your
I
dad
was
wasn't
longing for my dad.
Right.
Like, I never saw my dad ever.
Right.
Ever. I would wait for phone calls. It never came. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never, ever saw my dad. And when my dad was around, couldn't wait to be able to say, hey, this is my dad.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we're going to go do nothing because my dad doesn't spend money on me.
Right.
He's going to take me to somewhere free and buy me a bagel, and we're going to share it because he's a fucking cheap shit.
Now, at the time, were you like,
But I never disrespected him.
Right.
And I never, now I disrespect my dad more now. I think mainly because I realized now that I'm a dad, like how much my dad missed out on.
Right.
Like, these are great fucking times.
Right. But at the time, you were perfectly stoked on that bagel.
Oh my
Right?
God, yeah.
Yeah.
I go, oh yeah, let's get that bagel. My
Yeah.
dad would take me to Winchell's and we'd get a donut. That's why I fell in love with the old fashioned donuts because
Yeah.
my dad always got an old fashioned donut, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. This is my dad. Get
Yeah.
a hot cocoa. He's got a coffee. Blah. This whole day is gonna last for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna see him for about 9 months to 10
Yeah.
months. But I appreciated those days, and I never disrespected my dad. I always told my friends I had a dad.
Right.
I always talked about what my dad did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas my son, I'm around. I try my hardest to make as many memories as I can, and it goes unseen, unnoticed, unappreciative.
Right.
And then I'm also supposed to be like, okay, Joe, you're a dad. You got to put yourself in the kid's shoes and not take this shit personally.
Right.
And then I'm like, no, fuck that.
Right. Yeah.
No, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, that's my attitude. Fuck you, man.
Right.
Because your friend realizes what special moments he has with his father.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you?
Right.
What is it that you're missing out? Am I giving him too much? Does he not understand that the Super Bowl was fucking awesome? He loves football. Yeah, your team's not in it, but you're going to the Super Bowl, man, with your father.
Right.
I took you to the NFC Championship. Like you should be like appreciative of that. You know what I mean? Like, my dad works hard, and yeah, he's on the road a lot, but when he's around, he fucking goes all out.
I think because I know that that's something that you're concerned about. Like you always do. Like your number one concern is your son.
Yes.
Like that is so clear. Anybody who knows you, and it's always such a huge priority. Like when you're not on the road, that's what you're doing. I mean,
Yeah.
you go and pick them up, and you bring them lunch and all that stuff. And,
Yeah.
you go out to dinner with them, and like that's your thing, man. Like, and I think that you, as much as you're on the road 5 days a week, like I think you spend more time with your son than most dads do.
No shit.
Absolutely.
I've said that to so many people that go, "Oh my god, you probably don't see your son that much." And I go, I compare the hours with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, well, when you go to work, you don't see your son.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then your son comes home, they probably study, blah, blah, blah. And then you come home and maybe spend what? An hour and a half?
Right.
But you're a little too tired.
Right.
Then you fall asleep. Dude, when I get my son, he's with me 24 hours.
Right.
And we're doing everything.
Yeah.
And I'm knocking that shit out.
Right.
And it drives me crazy because I took him lunch again. And the reason why I do it, and a lot of people don't understand why I do it, it's like, oh, why do you take your son lunch? And it's only like 30 seconds. Because I want my son to remember, yo, when my dad was home, he fucking came all the way up to the gate, handed me a lunch, kissed me on the cheek, and left.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, my dad never did that shit. Like, if my dad would have came with a bought lunch from McDonald's or Taco Bell, bro,
Right.
I wouldn't even eat it. I would walk around and show everybody that I got fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I
Totally.
know that feels good.
Right.
And I want my son to feel that. I want my son to be like, yeah, my dad's not around, but when he is, he always brings me lunch. He picks me up from school. You know what I mean? We always go out. We all, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like I went to give him lunch today, and he's with his friends, and I know like maybe they're probably giving him shit because, you know, the Seahawks lost or whatever. But the first thing he does is goes, Seahawks suck to me. And I'm like, yo, little man, you're on the wrong side of this fucking war.
Yeah. I just
You know what
took
I
you
mean?
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I'm your dad.
Right. Right.
Like,
yeah.
show me the gratitude and show me the respect.
Right.
Like, show these kids who the fuck your dad is.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe I got to teach them that. Maybe I got to be like, you know, yeah, remember this, Joe. Yeah, they're kids or whatever, but whatever they're saying is out of hate. You know what I mean? They're hating on you for going to the Super Bowl.
Right. Totally.
Okay?
Right.
And that should be your retaliation. Don't join the fucking opposition.
Don't follow the herd.
Don't follow the herd.
Yeah.
Go against it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Seahawks lost. Motherfucker, I went to it.
Right. Yeah.
I went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was 20 yards. I was 20 rows away from the fucking 30-yard line. Yeah. Where were you? Yeah. How far were you sitting from the TV?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And even if you're on the losing side, it's also, you were at one of the greatest Super Bowls ever.
Ever.
I mean, that was the most
suspenseful. You couldn't even script that.
Right, yeah. And I understand that instinct, too, for you to want your kid to be like, yeah, just not go along with the herd and just be like, no, like, I'm fucking awesome. You guys suck.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
That's what you got to say.
Right, instead of just
Don't
being like,
run up and fucking take the other side.
I guess you guys are right.
Yeah.
My dad bought me Taco Bell. You could have it, I guess, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even say thanks for the fucking shit I bought him.
I'd be pissed if I were you, man.
And I'm
I
like,
don't blame you, dude.
Yo, my
I'd be
man.
fucking pissed. I'd be pissed.
So what do, Bo? Do I? First of all, I'm going to have a conversation when I pick him up from school today.
Yes.
And I will, because usually I treat him like an adult, and I go in on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I would yell at him the way I would yell at a friend.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to go about this. You know, I want to let him know that he hurt my feelings today. You know what I mean? And I just want to pick his brain. Like, where are you, man? Like, what is it that I'm doing that makes you so mad that you rebel and hate me? What is it? Why do you not like me? Because his response every time is, it's not that I don't like you. I love you, Dad. Right. Then what are you doing?
Right. Why
is it that everybody else gets a lot of respect, but you disrespect your father? Like, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Because it really hurts my feelings, man. So I want to...
I think you should tell him that. I mean, I think you should tell... Like, if you give him that, like, that's what would work on me, like, with my mom.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was a kid, is like, it was always... Like, not when she would get mad or not when my dad would yell or whatever and, like, you know, whatever it was, or discipline. Like, that sucks, obviously. But it was always the... You know, I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Or like you let me down, or you hurt me. You hurt me, and you let me down, or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are the worst things a kid can hear. So I think if you take the opposite approach of what you usually do, which is getting upset, you know, I think if you say, like, you know what? You hurt my feelings, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I feel disrespected, and I don't know. I don't want to do some of the things that I do for you.
Yeah.
When you treat me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you take that approach, I don't know. I'd like to see what happens. I think that might be the most effective.
Yeah.
But I also think too that like a kid is just, no matter what you do, the kid at that age, I don't care if you're dad who's around all the time, dad who buys all the shit, dad who doesn't buy shit, dad who's never around, there's going to be backlash, and the kid's never going to be like 100% cool with you. Like there's always going to be pushback.
Yeah.
You know? And like, and so, but what I think too is like the kids that their dads aren't around.
Yeah.
Just like you did, when they grow up, they're going to be like, oh, my dad was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
And then your son, he's going to grow up and he's going to look back and he's going to think, I was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's going to appreciate, he's going to be, when he's an adult and realizes what life is like,
yeah,
he's going to be able to look back and be like, oh shit, my dad is amazing.
Yeah.
And he knows now, you know, but I think he probably does take it for granted, or I don't know, man.
What should I do? Should I take shit away from him? I've already taken away I bought him a Surface Pro laptop for Christmas.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve it.
Right.
And I took it away from him on Christmas.
Ooh.
I gave it to him on Christmas, and I took it away like the day after Christmas.
Why? What did he do?
Just being a punk.
Yeah.
Being unappreciative. And I haven't given it back to him since.
Yeah.
And he doesn't deserve it.
Right.
And then I took his phone away. And it's like, what more do I have to take away? You know what I mean? It just drives me crazy, man.
But does he care about that stuff? It seems like he's the type of kid you've talked about too, where like he's the type of kid who's like, let's go play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So maybe that stuff isn't as important to it. Here's my question. Mm-hmm. Do you sometimes like buy him stuff because you're like, when I was a kid, this is what I would have wanted?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you do that?
I don't do that. No, I don't.
No?
But I do let him know, like, I didn't have shit. Like,
right.
I'm like, I didn't have anything when I was a kid, but I don't even think he understands what that means.
I don't think he does either.
I don't think he knows what I don't have anything means.
How could he? Like, he's got whatever he wants pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's tough where it's like, you don't want to spoil him, but also, what are you going to do? Just not give him anything and like pretend like you don't have money? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough. You're in a tough position as a dad because it's hard. How do you not spoil a kid? How do you not, like, no matter what, even if you didn't give him other shit, he's got a fucking amazing house in the hills and things like that. And like, he sees like, oh, we've got shit. You know what I mean? There's no way to hide it from him.
Yeah.
So how do you avoid spoiling him? You know what I mean? Like,
should I send him somewhere?
Ooh, like boarding school.
Not like, maybe something like that. Or somewhere where he has to work.
Yeah.
And really learn that, holy shit, there's people that don't have anything, and this is what they have to do to get something.
I like this idea, man.
Should I?
Yeah, it's like
is there such
Outward
a thing?
Bound.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah, it's usually for like...
Is there a camp for privileged kids to go fuck them?
Outward Bound, man.
Is that for real?
Yeah, that's a real thing, but it's usually for like...
What is that, City Slickers?
No. Yeah, send them out there looking for Curly's gold.
Do they really have something like that? Outward Bound?
Yeah, Bruno Kirby and Jack Palance run it.
You actually know the name.
Of course. No, but yeah, they've got that, man. It's like you go and like you live in the wilderness and blah, blah, blah. And you know, but it's usually for like bad kids.
Really?
Like juvies.
Yeah, see, then he'll end up smoking a fucking joint in the woods with some cretin of a shit kid. You ever fuck a tree before, man? Like, oh, fuck. My son comes home fucking trees.
That was
He's got
great,
sap
Dad.
all over his dick.
Yeah, I got splinters in my dong. Oh, man.
How did you get a splinter in your dong, Joe? Oh, man.
Trevor told me to fuck a cactus.
Yeah, he showed me how to get one off without actually touching it with my hands. Thanks for sending me to camp, Dad.
Yeah, I love Joshua Tree.
Yeah. Now, not only do I hate you, I hate trees.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Trevor's fucking cool.
Yeah, but Trevor's my shit. Look at this tat I made with needle and some broken ink pen.
Oh, my gosh.
Trevor, he spelt it wrong.
I like this
It
idea.
says Trover. What? Oh, whatever, man.
I like this idea, man.
Should I?
I don't know. I feel like you do have to do something like before it's too late.
Should I make him stand on one foot for an hour a day,
No,
facing a fucking wall?
I don't think that's the ticket. Like,
I don't know, man.
Send
How do I deal with that, man?
All right, here's what you do. I mean, like, and it's a similar idea to sort of like the showing him like Outward Bound or some fucked up camp. Make him work for stuff.
Yeah.
Instead
That's
of
what I was
like
thinking, too.
giving him stuff, like make him work for stuff.
Yep.
But what can you make him do?
Clean the fucking house.
Yep.
Take the trash out.
Yep.
That's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Something else too. Make him build something. You know?
Like what?
I don't know,
Like the addition to my house?
yeah, man.
Dad, you have to tell me what kind of materials that you want to use. You want to go expensive? You want to go medium? You want to go cheap? Like, this all... I need to know these things, Dad.
You want beveled glass?
You want bevel glass? You want sliding doors? All this we need to know now before we start ordering things we don't need. We're wasting money on stuff we don't really have to have. But we're going to go ahead and use a stainless steel finish with, complemented with some wood. And modern, you know what I mean?
I think this is going to be good for him, man.
I don't know, man. What do you think about respect?
From
Like, a kid knows when he's being disrespectful, correct or no?
yeah, I mean, but I also think sometimes like something just flies out of your mouth, like as a kid, and then you're like, and then you've been disrespectful. Where you're like, oh fuck, what did I just say?
Yeah.
But they know. Yeah, they know.
They know, right?
I'm pretty sure they know. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, sometimes he's do I take it personal? Because like when he said that to me, he was being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And does he know he's being disrespectful, or do you think he's being funny? But I mean, he's got to know that what he's saying is hurtful, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I
At that age, what do I do? Like, how do I react? Because now if I react, like if you said it to me, then I know you're being disrespectful,
Right.
and I'll react accordingly.
Right.
But with him, it's like, what do I do? How do I react? And then if I react a certain way and take offense to it and take it personal, now I become the kid. Because everyone's going to be like, he's 11, right?
Right.
Like, did you just tell him to fuck off?
Right.
Now you're the dick.
Right. It's tough, man. I mean, like, because you guys, and again, this is like the relationship that I had with my mom that I think is similar between you and your son, which is like, you guys, you have a friendship too. You know what I mean? Which I think is a pitfall for a lot of parents because they want to be their kid's friend.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can be.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. Because you want to be your kid's best buddy. I think that's what every dad wants.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's easier for me to say as someone who's not a parent, but like I think about it like when I become a parent, I'm like, I'm going to be your dad first, and then when you're 18, we'll be friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that I can teach you shit and we'll respect each other and whatnot. And then when you get older, we'll be buddies.
Yeah.
But like in the meantime, like, cause I don't know, because that's what you have to face now where it's like, you don't know. Is he talking to you? Sometimes he's talking to you as his dad. Sometimes he's talking to you as his buddy.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it's easier for kids to be disrespectful to their parents. You know what I mean? I don't know.
This is such a tough. This is the part of life that I wasn't ready for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the first 9 years were so much fun because it was just raising a fucking slightly defected human.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just this fucking android with no fucking memory stick.
Yeah, just a fun little
hard drive.
Fun little idiot.
Yeah, just put the batteries in and it runs into shit and it's fun to look at. But
Right.
now it's developing into this person and it's starting to get a personality, and then now it's like we're having confrontation.
Right.
And it's like, when do I hold back my punch? Like, do I throw a full fist into his mouth? No, right? That's against the law.
Yeah, in a lot of places.
Okay, well, I won't punch him then.
Yeah, I don't.
Hold on, let me scratch that
Right
out there.
Yeah.
Don't punch. I even misspelled punch. But I spelled paunch. I guess I was gonna get him. What's his name? What was the guy's name? What's the fucking Poncherello?
Who's Poncherello? I don't know.
The guy from Chips.
Oh, Ponch.
But
Yeah,
what was his
fucking
real
Ponch.
name?
I don't know. I just remember Ponch and the blonde guy.
Emilio Estevez? No.
Oh, his real name, Eric Estrada.
Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it said. It said, hire Eric Estrada to punch my son in the face. Oh, well. I guess what I'm trying to say right now to everybody out there, don't take it personal.
I think you're right.
I'm learning. By the way, I'm not teaching anybody anything. I'm just talking out loud and talking to you and trying to learn myself that I can't take what he said to me personal. And I have to understand that he is being disrespecting.
Yeah.
Is that right? He's being very disrespectful.
Yes.
But does he know he's being disrespectful? Maybe I need to tell him every time that he's being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll burn in the back of his head.
Right.
And then it'll get to the point where I'll know the difference between him knowing and not knowing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I've said it to you enough. Now you should know.
Right.
Now you're being a fucking asshole.
Yeah. And I think, I can't stress enough, I think you tell him too, like, you hurt my feelings.
Oh, I'm gonna.
You lay that on him.
Oh, I'm gonna do
that.
that.
Gets down into the heart, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. You really hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
man.
And don't yell it. Do it like all sad.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah.
You really, really hurt my feelings. But he did.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than having somebody not get your back.
Do you want to try the conversation?
Will you really play the part?
Yeah.
No, because you like to be stupid.
I'm not stupid. I'm your friend.
I just want you to know, Joe, that when I took you to the Super Bowl and when we came back, even though my team lost.
Yeah.
See, you're
What?
my son doesn't talk like a fucking cartoon character.
Yeah.
You're doing a character from the Rugrats.
Yeah. What do you want me to sound like? You give me.
Just talk.
Oh, all right. Like this?
No, my son's not 33.
I know. That's why I did this. What do you want? Okay.
I just want you to know you hurt my feelings, Joe. And you know, I was really sad. At first I was angry, but then I got more sad than angry.
Yeah. Maybe don't be like a pussy about it.
I knew you were going to take it back.
What, dude? What if he says that to you? Then what do you do? He's
I'm
being
going to stop the car and let him out on the freeway. Dodge those. Those things coming at you at 85 miles per hour, dodge them. Good luck, you little fuck.
Yeah.
If you make it home, you can be disrespectful for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Chances are you're not going to make it. Bye.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
As I'm driving off, working on son number 2.
Ooh. Does this experience make you like want another kid because you're like, let's start over and get another baby, like a fun baby?
It's weird.
Or are you like, I don't ever want to do this again?
No, I do want another kid.
You do?
I do. I want
Sweet.
another kid. I'd love to have another kid.
Let's adopt.
Kids are fun.
Yeah.
They really are a lot of fun. They make you feel like you have a purpose
Right.
in life. You know, and I'm not saying go get a kid. I'm just saying for me, it made me feel like, oh, there's a reason for my existence.
Really?
Yeah. Before my son, I was, oh, fuck, man. I was all over the place.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I knew I wanted to be a comedian, but I didn't give a fuck where.
Right.
I was like, I can perform at this travel lodge once a week. I'm good.
For the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'll get a part-time job and I'll get a couple $100 gigs here and there. Shit.
That's crazy,
I'm
man.
golden. And that's literally how I was living. I was just, I'll take a $50 gig here, $100 gig there, $20 gig there.
Right.
It's going to add up.
Yeah.
And then when my son came, I'm like, whoa, those don't add up to shit.
Right.
I can't even buy Enfamil with this.
Right. Yeah.
I need real money and I need to work harder. So for me, it was like it made me have more, it gave me drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
But I don't know. Well, you know, I want to get to this respect thing. I want to ask you a question about respect.
Sure.
Now, a relationship to me, one thing that I really like, now I'm leaving respect, but what I'm getting at is my son didn't have my back, and I guess I got to teach him to have your family's back. Always have your dad's back, and like you said earlier, don't go with the herd. You know what I mean? Just because that's the thing to do.
Right.
Fucking fight the herd.
Be your own man.
Be your own man, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, they're all fucking saying shit about your dad's team loss, but you can look them right in the face and go, yeah, but I went to the Super Bowl, bitches.
Right.
At least I got to see the team lose live.
Right, yeah. You were at your...
You had to watch commercials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had to watch it on HD TV.
Yeah.
Which is basically trying to see what I'm seeing for real.
You're right.
And it still doesn't look the same. Yeah. Believe me.
Yeah.
No matter how loud you turn your volume up, it's not going to sound the same way it sounded the day I went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is impossible to go to.
Right, yeah.
I hope your dad someday can take you to the Super Bowl and you can sit 20 yards away from the 30-yard line.
Right.
I love to see that. And I pray that that happens for you. But if you want to hate, please continue. But remember this. I went.
I like that.
I said that to a guy on Instagram. He was trying to hate on me, and I drilled him, and it was the funniest shit. And at the end of whatever I said, I go, I'm on vacation the rest of my life. You have to go to work. Hold on, I'll read it to you. You want to read what I said?
Yeah.
It is the funniest fucking thing I mean, every now and then I like to I like to lash out. It's not my style.
No, yeah.
But some people like to dig, and it's like, bro, you know I'm a professional, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I do this naturally.
Right.
Like, you want to play. You know what I mean? And then he had to come back, and it was just like, okay, that was good if you were in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
So I didn't respond. He goes, his response, I showed him a picture. I showed a video of where I was sitting.
Right,
when Katy Perry came out.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you record anything on an iPhone, everything looks further than what it is.
Right,
it's not...
I saw somebody say, like...
So this is what the guy said.
Good luck, get better seats next time.
No, this is what he said. He said, damn, Joe, why you way up in the nosebleeds, homie? Flex those star status muscles for the better seats, LOL.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that
But this is my
bad,
response.
Joe.
This is not my... Okay, this is my response. Maybe I was just upset.
I think you were a little bit upset.
I go, I had no idea that VIP club level, 20 rows from the field on the 30-yard line were nosebleeds. That's crazy. I paid $17,000 for these tickets.
What?
Hold on, let me finish. Maybe you know something I don't. How far were your seats from the TV? And then I said his name. His name. Anyways, I know you're just trying to hate. So enjoy, my friend. I'm on vacation my whole life. Now go back to work.
Oh, man. You really came back hard, man.
I had another one that was so fucking good, but I deleted it because I didn't want anyone else to read it.
What was it?
Well, then one girl goes, Seahawks fan, I'm deleting you as a friend. And then I just went the fuck off.
Good.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Because that's...
I forgot what I said,
Right.
but it was some good shit.
Right.
Like, it's really talented and well said.
Yes.
Like, it was a good comeback. And then she was like, I wasn't trying to like hate on you. Like, I'm like, don't come to my kitchen and try and cook.
Right.
I mean, you're going to lose. You ain't got all the ingredients. Slow down. You know who you're fucking with, right? I'm good at this.
Oh, my God.
So that's what you call a comeback.
Right.
It's a war of words and putting somebody in check.
Right.
You know, and you're going to come back with like some other shit. Like, hey, you look like fucking the guy from Magic Mountain. It's like, okay, come on. Be creative. Get with me.
Right.
Get to my level and let's play.
Right.
You want to do schoolyard shit, you know what I mean, from the 7th grade? I'm not going to participate. If he had something better than this, it would have been fun.
Right.
But don't come with the, yo, you look like a fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm 40. Like, no, man. My son says that joke. This is how you come back. This is how you retaliate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's so funny. Well, I mean, I think sometimes it boils over where like, because
you know what,
you
you
must have gotten a ton of shit from people.
And
you got a ton of shit from people
I
after.
did. And I responded maybe to the wrong guy. And he actually he apologized. I'm sorry, dude. I've been a fan. He said all this shit. I've been a fan and I really love your comedy. Well, and I felt bad at first, but then I was like, you know what? Nah.
Right. Well, I don't.
It took you time to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My son reads it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got to
right.
put you in check, homie.
Right.
We weren't in the nosebleeds.
Right.
Okay. The regular price for my tickets was $2,500. That's regular price. I paid NFL ticket exchange price.
Oh my God.
Okay.
$17,000.
But it was worth every penny.
Yeah.
man.
No. Absolutely.
It really, really was. It was VIP.
Yeah.
It was sick. It was like,
Well, that's why you work so hard, so you can do shit like that.
yo, man, like, you know, people go on vacations and that's how much they spend. This was my vacation, man.
Yeah.
I went to the Super Bowl to see my team that I've been in love with since I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm taking my 10-year-old child to see them.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Even though he's a little dick about it, but
Right.
but don't ever try and disrespect. You know what I mean? Like those are playing. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
So if you want to play it, play it. I didn't respond to his comeback. I was like, you got to have a better comeback. You know what I
His
mean?
comeback was the
His
Six
comeback.
Flags
No, he said, let me read it to you. It's so fucking. I was like, oh, whatever. He goes, I'm not hating on you, bro. You're one of my favorite comedians. It just, I'm not. It just looked farther, I suppose. But since we're jabbing in a friendly manner, well, that wasn't a friendly manner. He goes, and thanks for writing back, BTW. But do you remember the little toy with the metal shavings that you put the little ball pen with the magnetic pen?
Wooly Willy?
I guess so. He goes, that's you all day. But I love you, cuzzo. And I watched it in a truck stop. I don't know. LOL, decent size here. I don't know, man. It's funny, but you still didn't win the war.
Right.
You gotta that my son will say that.
Right.
But you're like a booger face. It's like, come on, man. I just fucking threw you down, homie.
Right.
I just threw you under me.
Right.
Now you got to get above the rug and start playing again.
Right.
You're still under the rug doing, you look like the fucking blah, blah, blah. Dude, bro, I say that on stage.
Right.
That's my shit.
Right.
I do self-deprecating jokes.
Right.
I make fun of myself. So do you think saying that about me is going to, no, man.
Yeah.
I make a living doing that.
Right. Yeah.
You need to come with it, homie.
Yep.
You came with it the first time. Nosebleed section. Flex your star muscles for better seats. LOL. That's okay. That was your dig.
Right. Yeah.
Now I had to put you in check. I responded to that dig. Now you need to respond to my dig. Are you going to work? And how far did you sit from the TV? And make it funny.
Right.
I would have. Someone came in. I would have fucking came right at it.
Yeah. It is interesting. I feel like, and I think that this was this guy's intent when he started, where a lot of the fans, like, they think that, like, hey, we're buds because they listen to the podcast or they've seen your specials so many times and things like that, and they see you on Twitter and Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
And they think that, like, oh, like we're buds, and I can joke with him like I can clown on him like I would one of my friends.
Yeah.
And then we don't take it that way sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you read that, because I could see that guy being like, I'm gonna bust his balls a little bit.
Yeah.
And to you, it's like, why are you saying this to me, stranger?
Yeah.
Like,
there was actually
know?
a couple of others that I wanted to respond to, but I think I kept ignoring them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here's another thing. On my IG, I'm not the one that likes to do the childish banter.
mm-hmm.
You know, because we're grown men,
Right,
so if you've seen that I've deleted your comment,
Right.
it's because I don't want your comment to be read.
Yeah.
Because no. Let me tell you why. It's not because of me. I'm embarrassed for you.
Okay, right.
Please understand that when I delete your comment, it's not because I'm offended by it. I'm embarrassed for you and your child. That daddy is saying things that only a third grader would say.
Right.
Fuck your seacocks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it,
You got burned, dude.
but that kind of behavior and that kind of talk to a person you don't even know is childish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's fun if I did it to you. It's because I know you.
Right.
And I'm trying to get under your skin. But
Right.
you don't know me, and I don't know you. So
Right.
that's a war of words. And your words are childish. Be creative, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to put a comment, because I'll leave comics up there. Like if it's said right, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
But I delete the ones that go, fuck your Seacocks. That's what you get for fucking our Niners. Like, bro, I didn't fuck your Niners. And they're not called Seacocks. And you're 37.
Yeah.
And you have a 9-year-old that probably follows you on Instagram.
Right, yeah.
And reading daddy's comments.
Yeah.
You're a dipshit.
Yeah.
I would never in a fucking million years go on George Clooney's Instagram and make a comment like that. As a grown man, I would never go to George Clooney and go, yo, fuck your gravity. Stay on the ground, bitch. Why you floating? Your movie can suck a big alien cock. BTW, I'm 38. You fucking dipshit.
I don't get it, man. Like, I can't believe that adults, and like what you're saying about adults with jobs and children do this stuff.
Yo.
Like, that's crazy. Like why would you go, like, you're just cursing in public and just saying horrible things. I mean,
yeah.
I don't
but
get
not
it.
only that, Bo, what I'm saying is to go, like, who's your favorite star? Pick one. Give me one.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. You would never go to Matthew McConaughey's IG
No.
and post a comment because he went to the fucking Reds game.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fuck yo Reds.
Yeah.
Pete Rose can suck a dick. He's a cheater.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's crazy.
By the BTW, I'm 39. My birthday is coming up in a month. Are you fucking kidding me?
Would love a shout out on the pod.
Yeah, shout me out. Or eat your mom's pussy. What? It is really weird. It's really weird. And that's the only reason why I delete. I want everyone to know that. That is why I delete you. It's not because I'm offended by it. I'm literally embarrassed for you.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing. There's guys that Instagram hateful shit.
Yeah.
Like that kind of banter. Fuck your Seacocks. They can go shove a cock in the Seacock's mouth. And then his profile pic is him and his 2 daughters.
Yeah. Smiling and hugging.
3-year-old twins kissing him on the cheek. Thanks, Daddy.
Blessed.
Yeah, blessed. First thing, family, Jesus, and fuck yo Seacocks in the mouth. With like, what?
I know.
So.
I don't get it, man. Yeah. Like, people think that they can mess with you because you're a public figure.
I guess. Man, that was a good pod.
I
feel good. I got to pick
better?
I feel bad. Yeah, I got to go pick my son up in like 4 minutes, and I'm gonna, basically tell him to fuck off indirectly.
Yeah, but do the hurt thing.
I will do the hurt thing.
Do a little tear. 1 tear.
So I guess this was a little more venting more than anything. All you parents out there, you know what I'm saying? Don't take offense to it.
Yeah.
I'm learning myself.
Yeah.
My son's 11. I got to learn to take this shit not personal, but it's going to get to the point where it is personal because I'm going to keep reminding him that that's fucked up what you did.
Yeah.
And you got to take your dad's side.
Yep.
Unless your dad's a murderer. Don't fucking take your dad's side if he's a murderer.
No.
Fuck your dad.
Yeah.
But if your dad's a good man and he does good things for you, get your dad's back. Get your mom's back. Get your brother's back. Family first, man.
Yeah.
Remember that. They're always going to be there for you. Your best friend will fucking bail on you. I promise you. In a fucking heartbeat. Bo bailed on me.
I knew you were going to say that, you dick.
Bo bailed on me,
Man,
but now he's back. Because I'm a good guy, and karma will bite you in the ass, Bo.
I didn't do anything, you dick. Fuck your Seacocks.
On that note, no, but seriously, I do love you, man.
I love you too, dude.
Love you like a brother. And you know what? Show more love than you do hate. Takes a lot more energy to hate than it does to love. Love comes naturally. Hate takes a lot of work. A lot of fucking work. And it's a lot of energy. You end up spending more energy hating on people than you spend on yourself. You'll spend fucking 5 years of hate on somebody else, and you'll realize that that person that you hated on is 5 years ahead of you. And you're still in the same spot, shitting and pissing on yourself, wishing you were where they are. Don't do that, man. Have fun. My name's Joe Koy, at Joe Koy, at Beau Bowker. at Ernie Hurtado, at Drunk Tom Brady, at Michael Yo, at James Ponce Count, at Jeffrey J, at everybody, man. I love you guys. Thank you. Good night. Or good day.
Joe Koy, it's the Yo and Joe show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo. Hit your boy on the microphone with Joe Koy and Michael Yo. The lazy intern, we like you, Bo, but yo, why you ain't got no style, bro? Rick DJ Ryan live and James, we got something sexy for you dimes and dames. What up, vato? I like to sweat. My name is Ernie Enchilada. I get hyenas wet. Mike has a scoop at OMGinsider.com. He's talking to the stylist of Miley Cyrus's mom. That's the sound of Mike dropping a name. He'll drop it faster than them dollars that he lost in the game. The Super Bowl, Peyton. What the fuck you do? You choke so much, I swear the dude just turned blue. You should've kicked some ass like your name was Bung Lu Su. Yeah, cause Bung Lu Su knows some kung fu and nunchucks too. You want some dung to chew? This is P.F. Chang's, here's some for you. I'm not Black Lab, but I am studying astrophysics like the white boy Michael Yo's Black Dad. Cash and cashes, don't forget the hashtag. And get a shirt that is half shirt and half rag. I'm just playing, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo. Joe Koy on the microphone, Michael Yo on the microphone, Beau Bowker on the microphone.